Hi Ghosties, this is Meg Ghosties. So I want to talk about Bobo. We are still with her through chapter 17. There is no distance or issues between her and Nikki, but I'm talking about the real people. Oh my god, what's happening to me? Anyway, so I want to talk about as to why is there no mentions or any views of Bobo and just Nikki and Momo. Through this adventure though, so far in the Hell event, there is no Bobo and no mentions of Bobo. I know in my last video I keep saying Momo because when I looked back I was like, oh my god, autocorrect, Bobo. You know, having Momo and Bobo at the same name is just so annoying. Anyway, so we actually have Dreamweaver, and there is no mentions of Bobo in there as well until Yvette's story. There is no Bobo in Luna's story so far in this first item. There is no mentions of Bobo in Orlando's story so far. There was some visuals and speaks. Well, Bobo ended up talking to Yvette on her story. And then on Floris's, there was Bobo as well. But how come on these two not main characters, but known characters, Luna and Orlando, how is it that she's not there? I'm coming up with theories because I don't know. I'm actually more curious as to what happened to Bobo. You know, there was always been three teenagers, two teenage girls and a cat on an adventure together, walking to come across these characters facing harsh fates. I'm not too sure, but she's not in this picture, she's not in any of the stories, she's not even to be seen. And when we tap a film over here, she's not even in there. There's just Nikki, Momo, Debbie, Ellie, I don't know who she is, and Ace. So we have 5 characters, but not one Bobo. So I don't know what's going on or what happened between the 3. I'm just curious as to what will we face in the future chapters. And then when Cool Latios, I actually watched her videos. I mean, she spammed the hell out of my subscription box, but I ended up watching most of them, and she pointed out that there was a picture of Bobo in one of these. Okay, here she is. When I turn around, though, it's nothing to mention about the Bobo or Nikki. It's just maple, you know. It's just describing the 2 girls with maple leaves just falling down, landing on them both. So why is it that she's hiding from Nikki of all people? She looks very sad as well, like she got betrayed. I'm not too sure myself. Unless she betrayed Nikki. I don't even know. You can make a lot with this story. I'm not too sure what the hell happened between these 2. But this is the only clue that actually points at Bobo at this point. So I don't know. I don't like her as much, but I don't want her to be erased from her adventures with Nikki. You know what I mean? And also in Shining Nikki, there was Nikki carrying Bobo from whatever destruction, but she ended up saving Bobo. But there was no Momo, so it's like, what the hell? Like, why is there no Momo and there was no Bobo? But I don't even know. It's just so confusing. I'm trying to come up with theories as to what the hell happened between the 3. Anyway, how could she lose Momo? It's her cat. It's a real cat. So I don't know. I guess we just have to wait until we reach the 219th and then start the second volume of the story. I could possibly play Shiny Nikki whenever it comes to Play Store, because I think Ivy mentioned that story links onto Love Nikki as well, the chapters. But then again, our 2D games are still updating the story, so if we download Shiny Nikki, we'd be even more confused as to which story should we follow. Because in Shiny Nikki, there is multiple different characters. There is no old characters, but new characters. So we don't come across Luna, we don't come across Kimi, we don't come across Orlando, Joey, Nidog, Royce, neither. We don't come across any of these characters, but we come across new characters with new stories. So it's like, how could it be linked when I don't know. Okay, I don't even know myself. Even though the characters are cute, I can't wait to actually try out that game. But if there's gonna be no Momo, I'm like, why? Because, like I said, she was our first ever character we came across. After what's her name? Naria? Nara? I'm not too sure. Queen Naria, I think. Anyway, what's happened to Bobo? And do you guys know what happened to Bobo? Because I have no idea. Because I actually didn't think about this at all. Yeah, in my CN experience with the second volume, I actually didn't actually care not to see Bobo in there. But when I actually saw this Hierophant, read through the story, no mentions, no sight of Bobo whatsoever. Anyway, what do you think will happen to her? Do you think something bad happened to her? I'm not too sure. Have a nice life.